Actually, my first experience was when I was much younger, and my father was very involved in United Way, and that's the first time I heard of it.
My first experience with United Way was when I went to actually go to work for General Motors, and one of the things they had was an automatic sign-up. And similar to what Chuck just said, I called my dad and I said, "Is this something good that I should do?" And he said, "Absolutely, you need to support United Way." And he was a big supporter of them. So that was in 1976, and so I've been a supporter ever since then.
I guess, you'd have to say it was a family tradition, and it just made good sense. We moved a lot of times and changed locations, and every time you move, you're in a different setting. You want to support the community, but you're not sure how to do it.
It's an organization that reaches out to the whole community. It knows the needs of the community, they understand the needs of the community, and they pull the right people together to address those needs. So I really like that.
The decisions of where the help is going to go, where determining the need are done locally. And to me, that's really important. We have always felt that we should be supporting local charities, local causes, and United Way gives us a way of doing that and spreading it out a little bit. But the local nature of it is a big thing for us.
What motivated, I think, both of us to make sure that part of our gift went to the foundation is, goes back to family again. And my father was one of the original people that helped start the foundation and the endowment for the United Way, and a very big believer in the good that it would be. To have a legacy of what you leave behind to still take care of people. Chuck and I have been very fortunate in our lives. And we live a great life. Not everybody does. And this is a really small way that we can help other people, not only while we're here, but when we're gone too.
I think one of the interesting things about using the United Way for that legacy is that, unlike individual charities where things can change 10 years from now, they may disappear, they may not be the same organization,
right,
or they may not feel the same need. But by using United Way, what happens is you again rely on the people in this community to make those good choices and know 10 years from now,
right,
20 years from now, what's important. So I think that's one of the reasons it makes good sense to provide that legacy through the United Way. It's important to us to have the now and the then, if you will. The now being there's needs now,
right,
so you don't want to shortchange what the needs are today
Current
in our
campaign.
community. This campaign is important, okay? But it's the then also. So you get to do both, and I think that's a great way of being able to do it. That's easy. Programs like Healthy Start are about children. And a lot of what we try to accomplish since we've been retired is focused on children and healthcare and things such as that. That's the future. It's the future for this county, and it's something that's really important. We never realized when we came here, because we didn't see everything in this county. We saw where we lived, we saw where we went to dinner, we saw where we played golf, all those things, until we went to the United Way and got a tour of some of the areas where the need was. This community is very diverse. There's a lot of wealthy people here. There's a lot of people below the poverty line here. There's a lot of philanthropy here. But, it still doesn't reach everyone. And the United Way can continue to be a vehicle. That's where I see United Way, being that vehicle to allow the access to healthcare, to allow the access to social services and opportunities for people. That's really what's important. And if we're going to be better, people have to have those kind of accesses and those kind of opportunities. And United Way is the vehicle. To me, it's the best vehicle to do that.